Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this March the 7th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Saturday out there so far, but it's a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we'll be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country. Your local forecast is included also for your Sunday and Monday. Also take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, 3, 4, and 5, as we got lots of severe weather to talk about. Also, we're going to take a look at the current radar with the satellite imagery. You'll take a look at the satellite imagery now. Radar will be toward the end of the video. So, also tonight, make sure you set your clock forward 1 hour because we're going over from daylight, from standard time to daylight time. From coast to coast, except for Arizona. You do not have to set your clock forward because you're the only state that does not set clocks forward. But the remainder of us, we have to set your clock forward 1 hour because we're going from standard time to daylight time across the lower 48. So, alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see we got a lot of showers, some activity from southeast Canada, all the way over to area of New York State, all the way down to the Gulf Coast, all the way down to Louisiana, to Texas, down into Mexico, also across Cuba, a little bit of activity across Florida, also in the portions of Georgia, also a little bit in South Carolina, more activity from California to Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Washington, also South Canada, and also a little activity moving into North and South Dakota as well. Alright, let's move on into the current forecast. We're going to take a look at your local forecast with your Sunday outlook. Should roll out something like this here. We're still waiting on it to pop up, but it should be popping up here. Here we go. Alright, we got mixed precipitation over here in Washington, Oregon, also in the port of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, also North Dakota, and then up here in northern Minnesota, South Canada, up here over northern Michigan, also across Lake Superior, over to Ottawa and Toronto, Canada. I got a little bit of pocket of heavy snow over here in Washington State. Got some critical fire weather over here in the area of North Texas, Oklahoma, and also into New Mexico. Thunderstorms and showers for the Baja region of California, to Southern California, to Arizona, also in the portion of Mexico, to Texas, to the northern Gulf, to Louisiana, to Mississippi, to Georgia, Florida, Florida Keys, the Carolinas, up toward West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, over toward Virginia, and up toward DC and Delaware. Got some shower activity from New Jersey, stretching into Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York State, to New Hampshire, Maine, New Hampshire, and also Vermont and South Canada as well. A little bit over to New Brunswick area also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, we're going to roll on into your Monday outlook now, and it should shape up to look like this here. Across the board, you can see we still got a stationary front across the southeast. Got more at fronts coming in from the north. This here is going to bring in some cooler weather. This last front is going to bring it all the way down toward the Gulf Coast region. So enjoy the 80s while it lasts, because we're going back into the 60s. Brief warm up, then going back into the 50s, and could be talking about some winter weather possibly for Tennessee, maybe over to northern South Carolina, into North Carolina, and northbound later on. We'll continue to monitor that and see. But anyway, we got a little bit of scattered activity up across towards of Maine, southeast Canada, a little bit of activity over here southern Michigan, Indiana, and thunderstorms and showers for the Outer Banks of North Carolina through South Carolina up to West Virginia, Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, also down into areas of Georgia, a little bit of shower activity across Florida, more thunderstorms and showers from Alabama to Texas to New Mexico, Arizona, Southern California, the Baja region of California, northwestern Mexico as well. Got a little bit of mixed precipitation down here in Arizona and New Mexico, more mixed precipitation in portions of Minnesota, South Dakota, also into areas of Wyoming, Utah, also Montana, areas of Idaho, Washington, Oregon State. Got pockets of heavy snow in Washington State. You can see more snow flying up here in areas of northern portions of Idaho, also South Canada, also in Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, Lake Superior, and also in the South Canada region as well. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map. You're locating across the nation, and it should roll out something like this here. You can see we have severe thunderstorm watches and warnings across central South Texas, also a little bit over here in portions of Louisiana and also Mississippi, and we got flood warnings in effect there as well. We got severe thunderstorm warnings over here in Alabama, some special weather statements there also has areas of flood warnings in effect for area rivers over here in portions of Indiana, also Illinois, Missouri. And then we got red flag warning for North Texas, Oklahoma, and also portions of New Mexico, with special weather statements there stretching into Colorado. Wind advisories up here in North and South Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington State, Nevada, Arizona, Southern California as well. Even got some high wind warnings also in effect for Montana and also in Wyoming, and some winter weather advisory for Washington State as well. So, alright, smoke crack advisory, gale warning from Maine all the way down towards the New Jersey, Delaware. Got some dense fog there. You got more smoke crack advisory along the Rhode Island coast, New Jersey, Outer Banks of North Carolina. You got some fog around the Wilmington coastal areas there as well. Smoke crack advisory around the Florida Keys. More fog, dense fog along the coastal areas of the Big Bend to the Panhandle to southern Alabama. Smoke crack advisory from Southern California to Oregon. Also a little bit in Washington State. Around the Hawaii Chain Island, got some hydro issues there as well. Around the Alaska region, got some freezing spray warnings in the blue. You got some blizzard warning, winter storm watches in effect there as well. Even a little bit of storm warning is also in effect for coastal areas of Alaska that joins up with the United States. Alright, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for day number 2, which is Sunday. We have general thunderstorm from Fort Stockton all the way to Richmond, Virginia, down toward Miami, Florida. Marginal risk over here around Charlotte, Wilmington, Raleigh, up toward Virginia Beach. Anybody in this area here could be looking at a few severe thunderstorms in your area. Let's let it refresh and we'll take a look at the tornado probability for this area. Less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds 5%. Large hail pretty much 5% for the same region. So it's going to be mainly a damaging winds, large hail event for that region. Okay, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 3. And it should roll out something like this here. Okay, we got a marginal risk once again down here from Shreveport to Little Rock to Memphis to Birmingham to Jackson, Mississippi. General thunderstorm from Phoenix down to Brownville, Texas to Oklahoma City, far east of Charleston, West Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia, all the way down to Mobile, Alabama. Probability rolls out look like this, around 5%. Will not be surprised to see a slight risk could be added, and also marginal risk could be added either direction. A little further east, a little further to the west, and a little further to the south as well. So I would not be surprised to see that, but just give you a heads up just in case if they decide to expand it a little more in different directions. Alright, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 4. And we do have a big area of slight risk. Would not be surprised to see a 30% risk area could be added to the slight risk. It stretches from Austin, Texas up to Pierre, Illinois, and also Indianapolis, Illinois as well. Let's move on into day number 5. And you can see it move from Lupton, Texas, far north is Cleveland, Ohio, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is a long corridor for severe weather. Marginal risk will outline the area. Would not be surprised. Could be a slight risk added over here along the East Coast coming up on, in later forecast. I'm not going to say when. Later forecast or a marginal risk will be added. But right now we're just going to wait and see what the Storm Prediction Center outlook issues east of the mountains. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the board. And we're going to line it up with the satellite imagery I showed you at the beginning of the video. As soon as this thing loads up, this precipitation will kind of show you what the precipitation. There's activity over southwestern Canada. See it moving into Washington State around just northwest of Seattle. There's a little bit of activity over northern Mexico. You can see around Dallas to Houston, stretching over toward Atlanta. All the way far north is New York State. Also up in southeast Canada. You can see the activity there. That's along that cold front that's kind of slowly pushing to the east, bringing severe weather from Tennessee back to Texas. That will continue to move east, but it should weaken as it moves east. But I would not rule out a severe thunderstorm anywhere tonight or tomorrow east of the mountains as well. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks. Make sure you spring forward tonight as well. We'll catch you back in the next ones. Have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.